Peace, everybody. Was cracking. Welcome to episode 372 of the Confidence in the Klutch podcast with Donald Nelson on the Confidence in the Klutch network, man. Click that bell for notifications. New content where I drop, wherever you listen, wherever you watch. I mean, not wherever you watch, on YouTube, baby. You know what I mean? New media, energy up, health is wealth. Coming out of Ramadan, just understanding, just being there, being present is the thing that the new beginnings I'll take this year. Like, it was amazing to go through, but yeah, just being there, man. Bear everything you can. When you need help, ask for help. It is what it is. All right, y'all, we rolling. I'm just laughing when I was coming in, if y'all see me laughing, because I'm thinking about this life accused as a teacher. I ain't did it in a while, but I got some hotness for y'all. So let's talk about NBA week. To beat this pick, let's roll. We back into the Confidence in the Klutch tuck bin for the hotness, man. Insights and opinions from the NBA week. You know, we got everything from the position that some teams is taking all the way to the end of the season awards and all that shit. It just was crazy a little bit. Let's jump into it. Last week the Celtics played the Bucks, and there were 0 free throws for the Celtics and like 2 for the Bucks. Giannis ended up getting the left calf strain, which is why that game was very important to what's going on. Giannis got a left calf strain. So automatically, the rest of the regular season, the Bucks had 3 games left. He needs to sit. You know, they had Orlando, OKC, and then Orlando again. So, of course, you got to sit the rest of the season. It's Dame time now. This is what we got Dame for. Dame time. It's Dame time. It's Dame time now. So let's make the trade make sense right now. You feel me? Like we need Dame to do everything that we brought him here for. You the number one, and let's make it happen. You don't have to defer as much as you do when Giannis is out there. When we talk about the Suns, we don't talk about how ISO ball, like they said, a jump shooting team couldn't win a chip, and then Golden State showed you what a jump shooting team can do, and they won 4 chips. So if we say ISO ball doesn't work, right, with Phoenix, with KD, Book, and Bill, when they all played together, they balled out. But they were down 35-4. So I don't think a jump shooting team going to be down 35-4. But that ISO ball, your turn, my turn shit, doesn't work in the NBA. I can't see that working and winning like that, not winning a chip. Years down the line, if it works, and then we go backwards and the trade ball becomes like non-existent and we get back to just, I want to get my shine on, like I can't see that, but I don't know about that. That Devin Booker. Y'all see that Devin Booker toupee shit where Dog had the Phoenix Suns little thing over his face, right? First of all, that wasn't Devin Booker because he wasn't even Devin Booker's complexion. You can say, oh, it was bad lighting up in there. That wasn't Devin Booker complexion, first of all, and how his beard was. D-Book shit would never look like that, but I can't see Devin Booker allowing somebody to record him doing that shit. So it's just funny, like... But if it was Devin Booker, damn D-Book. Because he's too young to be going ball like that, though. But, okay, he got money to do it if it is him, and the shit look fly if that is. It's just like, well. When women get wigs on and these implants in their head and shit, some of that shit be fly, but some of the shit look whack. So, I mean, I guess it goes for the man. D-Book shit look fly, so he got the Brazilian silky shit, right? So this shit look way flyer than anybody else that would have a toupee, I would guess. When we talk about the Bucks, you know, we'll get back on them for a second. With Drew Holiday signing a 4-year, $135 million extension with Boston, right? We could have got Drew for 4 years, $135 million to stay here. We didn't want to give him that money. How much we finna give Dame? $200 million. I'm just trying to understand. We need Drew back. We all know now we made a mistake because everything that's going on. We didn't know it was going to wreck our team defense that much. We didn't know losing Grayson Allen was going to wreck our team defense that much. But, yeah, you gave up the best wing defender and the second best wing defender. Of course it's going to mess up our defense. And they were part of the system. You're asking a player that never played defense at that level to come into a system on a defensive team that's older and he got to show and prove on the wing. It's hard. The Iverson statue last Friday was revealed, and it is too little, like it's too little. The crossover with the braids and the headband is dope, but that's what Philly does as a franchise. They don't put the big statue outside of their buildings. They put it in Camden, New Jersey, outside of their practice facility. So that's a big WTF. But they got like Billy Cunningham got a smaller statue. They do smaller statues. I don't know why, but that's a Philly thing. That's my man, though. You know what I mean? So Iverson always been my man. Like, he ain't up on this wall. I got a picture of him, though. Them all, my dead comrades is dead and gone, my brothers, you know what I mean? So, but I was Iverson Pac out the gate, small cats with a lot of heart, you know what I mean? Like, so this is what it is. I'm 5'9", so that's what it is. It's what it's always going to be for me. But the hate on Philly got to chill because that's my man, though. But, you know what I mean? Anytime you can get immortalized and saluted, you take it, man. It is what it is, man. But yeah, it's smile as hell. I'm happy and proud for him. Draymond Green became the first player in league history to record a double-double with 10 rebounds and 10 assists with no field goal attempts or no free throw attempts. Draymond had to be up. He had to have a backdoor cut for a layup. That's odd, but okay. We get into Sunday, the final game of the regular season. And we remember, I'm from Milwaukee, so I'll talk about the Bucks, right? The Bucks versus Magic. The Bucks went 1-1 the last two games. All they had to do was win, and they get the number 2 seed, right? The Bucks are not playing like seeding matters. When I was watching the game, there's no Giannis, which means everyone has to step up and play clean. They were down a dub with 8 minutes left in the game, and I'm like, it's a wrap. Doc conceded and saved them, so no one in rotation gets injured, right? They fought a little bit more than he put them. Here we go. They had a better record with Adrian Griffin than Doc. But they didn't want to play for him. Something going on, something wrong, something going on. We don't hear that shit now with Doc in the lead. Now we want to say, oh, he didn't have enough time and it was hard coming in the middle of the season. And why did he come in the middle of the season? But I was one of the people that was calling for Adrian because it just seemed like they had an extra button that they could push, not realizing they don't got an extra button they can push. They never had. That was what it was. And Adrian coached them up. Now, can we say that the Bucks second half of the season, which I don't agree with how the league is set up now, they play 41 games before they get to the All-Star break. So the real second half of the season starts earlier than the All-Star break, but we use the All-Star break as a catalyst to the first half and second half of the season. It's the dumbest shit. I wish they get that under control. However, we just don't get at Doc like that. It's a Doc fault. I mean, it's a Doc fault. Defensively, I believe they can't do what Doc wants them to because it's an older team. So this is akin to the older Celtics after they won, right? This is an older team. We can't do everything. We can fight, but we can't do everything we used to do when we were younger. So what happened is the Bucks end up earning the 3rd seed and we'll play the number 6 Pacers. Worst opponent for us. Pacers 4-1 against the Bucks this year. Bucked our shit out in Las Vegas at the in-season tournament. Remember, the Bucks they started out the season 24-8. Adrian Griffin was 30-12, if I'm not mistaken. Right? They started out the season 24-8, and they finished the season 25-25 the rest of the way. Doc went 17-19 in his games with the Bucks, and he's 3-10 in his last 13. So for the Bucks as a franchise, we're not playing Giannis this series. We're not playing Giannis this series for a multitude of reasons. Giannis, you wanted this shit. This is what it's going to be. You wanted to get rid of. People say you can't put all that on Giannis, though, but you tell me what franchise ain't asking the best player, the franchise player, about some moves they got to make. So, Giannis, we going to fire Coach Bud. You cool with that? I don't like it, guys, but if that's what you want to do, I don't like it. Giannis, we hiring Adrian Griffin. Okay, guys, let's go ahead. He's a former player. Let's go. Giannis, we finna fire Adrian Griffin. Guys, I am, or, he can go either way. They're going to do what they want to do regardless. They just give him a courtesy as the best player. Yo, before we fire Adrian Griffin, we hire Adrian Griffin. Now we finna trade your man Drew and get Dame. I don't know if he said let's do it. I don't know what it is, but, Drew, Giannis, we finna fire Adrian Griffin. Giannis, we gonna fire Doc Rivers. Okay, the championship coach. Giannis got to chill because I don't want all this shit blamed on Giannis. Giannis signed that extension. It's team friendly for when we need to get him up out of here to help him out. But for what he did for helping Milwaukee out, we can get a haul for him. Now, Giannis does not play this series. Dame, get us one. Doc, get us one. Because if Dame can't get us a series, we got to trade Dame. And it's not Dame's fault. Dame just doesn't fit in Milwaukee. It doesn't fit. He doesn't fit. He doesn't fit. I damn. I don't know. I don't know if we would have been better at Chris Paul than over Dame. I don't know. But it's like, don't get me wrong. Dame has won some games. I just wish whatever Dame was going through, he wasn't going through it. Because then I believe we can get a better Dame. He's playing as hard as he can play. He's doing the best he can, but it just something seems off with his game. And if it's the shit, he's separated from his family on the West Coast. He don't see his kid as often, and the reported divorce from his wife. He was with that woman for a long time, so that can affect you. You're gonna be a little depressed over that. So I want Dame to be happy. And Milwaukee ain't Miami. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That hot weather down there and all the things that happen in Miami where you at, that can change your whole perception thing and make you happy. Now you can have your issues still, but going outside, shit, I'm happy. These gray skies here in Milwaukee, it's gray from fucking October to April. You know what I'm saying? This shit is trash here. I got seasonal adjustment disorder here in Milwaukee, and I've been here 47 years. So I know somebody come here brand new ain't with how this shit is here. And the level of racism that just placed on top of you here, you fucking stuck. You know what I mean? You watch the news, you see the black community and all the shit that's going on here, man. This shit ain't the place to be. We here, though, because we here. So we got to represent it. We got to respect it. But, man, if we all can get the hell up out of here, we would. And that don't mean it's going to be better somewhere else, but it is better in other places. That's the catch. I'm not leaving Milwaukee to make a lateral move and go to somewhere else to be in the same situation I'm here in Milwaukee. No, it has to be an upgrade. It has to be an upgrade. Make sure Bella in the shower. She been sick, man. So the reason I say Dame, the reason I say we don't play Giannis, Dame get us one, Doc get us one, is because we got to trade Dame, and then we'll give Doc one more year. If you can't get it done, Doc, we got to get his ass up out of here, and then we're giving Giannis 2 more years before we trade him. So we're on this season and 2 more year timeline. So really, Giannis got 2 more years after this, because that extension gonna kick in after next season, I believe. Tradable contract, very tradable. Let's get a haul while he's still young. Instead, we don't want to trade an aging Giannis that loses some of his explosiveness and all that stuff. That's what we don't want. But he earned the right to get the hell up out of here and raise his kids somewhere else outside of here. That's one thing I'm thinking about, the man kids. I ain't thinking about him. His kids got to get raised here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's the best thing when he has an option to get the hell up out, and he did what he was supposed to do here. He don't owe us anything. Shout out to the Oklahoma City Thunder, the youngest number 1 team ever to make a number 1 seed since 1984 when they've been keeping track of that. The average age of their team is 24, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 25. Man, fire. All right, y'all. Per ESPN, the Team USA is finalizing this 24 Olympic roster with Bron, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and Joel Embiid. This will be the first time Curry is playing for the United States Olympic team. First time Joel is playing for the U.S. Olympic team. Kevin Durant can win his 4th gold medal. Bron can win his 3rd. Grant Hill is keeping 1 roster slot open for somebody that might come through. You know, Draymond was pissed he didn't get on that team. But, you know, international Dre, we don't want no shit with Dre, but we can trust Dre. He ain't going to get on that. But they have yet to formally announce their 11-man roster, but people are speculating that it should be Anthony Davis, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday, Bam Adebayo, and Tyrese Halliburton. Because remember, we got all these international players. They playing everywhere else. They ain't playing here. Joel Embiid is the only one that's like, I want to play for the United States. If we didn't have Joel Embiid, we'd be in trouble. But we got Joel, we got AD, we got Bam. We got KD who could play some 5 if we have to against certain lineups. We got Brown that can play some 5. I mean, we can spread that ball. That 5 out to be ridiculous. So we got under control. All right. Awards time. I did my thing with this beat, yo. Confidence in the Klutch Productions. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Tyrese. All right. MVP. We could have Jokic, SGA, Luka, Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, Giannis, and Tatum. Man, that best player on the best team should go to Tatum, right? Defending champs Jokic, right? SGA, youngest team to get to number 1 seed, right? Jokic game and SGA game, man. Woo. We know people don't want Jokic to get it because he's considered white. Remember, white and black are American constructs. They don't say white and black in the rest of the world. It's what country you're from and shit. And then, you know, it is what it is. And the racism still goes down on the darker skin you have. So white America wants Jokic to win because he's white. Black America will want the best player to win that they need to. There's respect for Jokic and Luka out here. And Luka has a very, very, very strong case, but he the 4. He the 5. See, so it really should come down to SGA, Jokic, and Tatum. Giannis' numbers were legit. Man. I'm going with Jokic, man. I'm going with Jokic, even though he got the best starting 5 in the league. I kind of want to go to SGA. I'm going with SGA. I'm going with SGA because of this. International players are running this shit. We've been having international big man winning this shit. Let's get an international guard to win this shit so that we can start slapping our guards around in America and all this shit we doing now that's bad for basketball and bad for business because we want to play 80 damn games, AAU in the summer and all this stupid shit. We're not working on our game. We're just playing games and thinking that's what it is, man. We're not working on our games. These cats come heavily skilled from out of the country, and we created the damn game of basketball on this continent in Canada across the border of New York right there. So, yeah, I need SGA to win it. Defensive player of the year, I know that Wemby shit. It's hard to get a motherfucker. You got like the 2nd or 3rd worst record in the league, and your individual defense don't contribute to y'all winning games like that, though. But don't nobody want to challenge you, though. So it's a conundrum. Gobert, weak side defense, do what it do, send him to me. I'm going to block his shot and all that. But I can't see Gobert on the wing defending like that. Not like Wemby can. Give it to Gobert this year. Wemby got all the rest of them until he retired down there for a while. Coach of the year. We got my man from OKC, Dabino. That's on me. He should win that shit. And then I got Orlando and Boston and Minnesota all coming in after that. Rookie of the year, Wemby, hands down. Even though Chet played in all 82 games. And they got the number 1 seed now. But it's Wemby. 6th man of the year, Malik Monk, Naz Reid, Bobby Portis. I want to say Bobby for the Bucks, but once again, you got what you got. Malik Monk was a killer, but it's Naz Reid. They finished 3rd in the conference out there. They were number 1 and 2 the whole year. Just the last day they dropped down to 3 because they lost. But Naz Reid only started like 8 games. And when he come in, it's something for real. So I'm rolling with him. Naz Reid, Bobby. Man, if the Bucks could have finished this. The Bucks finished in 2nd. Giannis for MVP and Bobby for 6th man. Hold more weight. They dropped the bag. Position, it matters. Most improved player, Tyrese Maxey. Kobe White and Jalen Williams from OKC. I'm going with Kobe because he wasn't this Kobe before. He been balling. I think he went from like averaging 12 to like 19 or something this year. They in the play-in, and we're going to get into the play-in what I think. But I got some sneaky suspicions about that Bulls team, man. And where they can go. So, all right. So, speaking of that shit, playoffs are set. So, we got Celtics to be determined, 1-8. Cavs, Magic, 4-5. Knicks to be determined, 2-7. We ain't even talking about the Knicks, how they squeezed into that number 2 seed, beating the Chicago Bulls on Sunday in overtime because the Bucks fumbled the bag and fucking Orlando. We ain't gonna talk about that. We don't talk about the Bucks went to OKC and got their ass handed to them. We don't talk about that shit. Bucks Pacers 3-6. Playing in the East. We got tomorrow night. We got the 76ers and the Heat. 7-8, 9-10 Bulls Heat. In the West, we got Thunder, number 1, to be determined, number 8, 4-5 Clippers Mavericks, not maggots. Number 2, Nuggets, to be determined, number 7. Number 3, Timberwolves, number 6, Suns. Playing, we got Lakers Pelicans tonight. Lakers at Pelicans. And we got Warriors at Kings tonight. Here's my play-in picks. Y'all ready? My play-in picks for tonight. I got the Lakers beating the Pelicans. I have the Warriors beating the Kings. And then I have the Pelicans beating the Warriors to earn that 8th seed. They got the Lakers earning the 7th seed. I have the Sixers. I have the Sixers beating the Heat tonight. Tomorrow night. To earn the 7th seed. And then I have the Bulls beating the I got the Bulls beating the Hawks, right? I got the Bulls beating the Hawks tomorrow, and I got the Bulls beating the Heat that following Friday or whatever. So for the 7-8 in the West, I got Lakers and Pelicans. For the 7-8 in the East, I got the Sixers and the Bulls. Holla at me. All right. Let's talk about it. OJ. Now, you never wish your enemy some of the heinous things that happen unless it's some real street shit, right? Some real crucial shit. So when it comes to murder and violation, yeah, you get on your enemy's ass about it, right? So the thing about the OJ's death is I didn't like people that when you say somebody's happy they're dead, that's energy I don't want to be around. So to all you punk motherfuckers that were saying I'm happy OJ is dead, that's foul because you're not in the family. You're not in the Nicole Brown family. You're not in the Ronald Goldman family. They got a reason because of their suspicion of what they believe happened to say they glad he dead. But they ain't even saying that shit. They're saying he can't even be accountable for the shit he did. He doesn't have no penance that motherfucker you committed to doing the shit. We ain't even got that. So they not happy. Why the fuck are you happy? Because you're a loser. So let that be a family member. You would not like the coverage of how they was talking about OJ. Like, he got kids. His kids ain't got shit to do with what he did. And I believe 2 of those kids was with Nicole. Like, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? The elephant in the room when it comes to the OJ shit is the whites think a black killed 2 whites and got away with it. Period, point blank. White people have been killing black people since the beginning of time, since we've been here. But that's the issue with the whites when it comes down to the OJ shit. You know what I mean? Now, if we go to L.A., we didn't live in L.A., all the shit that happened in L.A. with the police brutality and how it went with black and brown people out there, and when they got a chance to get on the shit after they seen Rodney King get beat to almost death by police officers and they get off, and they got a chance to get a black person off, absolutely they didn't give a fuck about it all. They had to make it make sense, though. So when the defense team, when the prosecution and the state, and they try, but it's beyond a reasonable doubt. OJ could have did it, but somebody else could have did it too. So therefore, we got to let him go. That's all it was. OJ could have did it, but somebody else also could have done it. Yeah, we had this, we had that, but there's too many other motherfuckers that had access to OJ property and shit. So we could have said it was AC. We could have said it was his son. We could have said it was a mafia motherfucker. We could have said it was anybody else. So we can't just put it all on him, even though, yeah, there's some shit there, but all the shit ain't there. So there you go. So the black people were mad that Rodney King got beat and it got OJ off. Let's keep that shit real. We know what happened. Football, sports related. OJ was one of the greatest athletes ever at that time and still is at his position of running back in football. That's what people don't understand. Talking about football, he ran for over 2,000 yards in a 14-game season back when that shit was like, yo, the juice. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Orthol James Simpson, OJ, the juice. So y'all remember the Naked Gun movies in the who was that? Leslie Nielsen and shit. Y'all love them Naked Gun movies. Them Naked Gun movies was funny as hell. We remember police wanted to holler at OJ. OJ, I can't believe somebody killed them. I'm gonna take my life and all this stuff. And they took him to his mama house and shit. And AC was riding him through with the right Bronco through LA, and everybody was on to, man, listen. Right? And AC had to call the police like, yo, man, my man want to kill himself, man. I need some help. But he wanted me to go to his mama house before I do anything. And they had to, you know what I mean? Yeah. We were watching New York Knicks, Houston Rockets, finals game, whatever it was, and it cut to the shit. I was over at my homeboy Jason's house. It was crazy as fuck. We were in high school. OJ was found not guilty. OJ was found not guilty. OJ was found not guilty. Now the thing is, if it's the whites or the browns or the yellows or the Asians or whatever, when people get found not guilty, we can't be up there. He did it though. We couldn't do that shit. But see, the whites get to do it because it's white man's world. I ain't agree with that. I remember in college, I was in Whitewater, fall of 95, on noon of that day. Me and my son's mother, we was at school together. We watched that shit in her room. And when he was found not guilty, we was on the third floor. I yelled out the window like, yeah, OJ. Like, you know what I mean? White people was walking and shit like, yeah. I was happy he was found not guilty. Not the two people that was murdered was not found guilty, right? I was happy he was found not guilty. That don't mean it's still a killer out there. But it was all the shit that was going on, all that racial shit that was going on in that time in this country. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. And we knew to play. We knew to play. We knew to play. So, you know, conspiracy theories are not allowed. That's still a man. That's still somebody's son. That's still somebody's father. R.I.P. to OJ. I ain't the classist people. Some podcasts I listen to, shame on y'all. I'm not gonna say rest in peace. That's bullshit. When you die, you done said some mean words about people. People were gonna say that to you. That ain't fair to your children, man. That wasn't nice to hear, man. Rising power, OJ. Take a moment of silence, man. All right. Baby girl been going through a bell, so we've been trying to just make the best of everything we've had, right? So we go to Nicki was here. Nicki was here on Saturday, Milwaukee, right? And I'm like, yo, Kel's like, yeah, my daughter going, ooh. I'm like, oh, man, I was looking at the tickets, and I had to take her to the emergency room and shit. She wasn't feeling well and shit. She be dehydrated. She don't drink enough. I don't know what it is. She just don't drink enough water, and then it causes other things, dizziness and shit, like muscles locking up like bell, baby. You got to. So, we there, and I'm like, man, Nicki here. So we start looking at tickets. Here's how you buy tickets for concerts. You don't buy them the first day they come out. Unless you want to be the first row right there in the front. I don't care about that shit. I'm 47 years old. I don't care. I want to be in a building with good seats. I'm never sitting on the floor. I'm always want to sit on an angle on the side where I can, depending on where the stage is. Now, I don't like the stages that if I can't be right there, I want to see the nice angle. I don't want to be right here at the stage. I want to be like right here where we were. So, and I'm going to throw some pictures up on this joint to show you where we were sitting at when I do my editing. The thing is, sold out Minaj. You know what I'm saying? Got Bella the t-shirt. Had a nice picture of her on the back. It said sold out Minaj. I really enjoyed it. I'm a Nicki fan though. Barbs, whatever you want to call us. Like, I only know one verse for real, and that's that monster verse. But hey Nikki, asthma and little freak and all that. Like, we came in because we had to come home, had to eat, we had to get a shower and all that stuff. When we got there, when we walked in the Fiserv Forum, Nicki just came on, so we missed like the first two songs. Because Bella, if we get the merch, let's get the merch now because we're done, right? Didn't get a chance to buy no bottle of water or nothing. So when I said you get up in that motherfucker, it was packed. Like, that shit was damn near sold out. But I skipped over my fault. Let me get back to how I buy tickets. I wait until 6 o'clock the day of the concert. I look throughout the whole day, but I don't buy shit to 6 o'clock because I got burnt buying some resale tickets with Ariana Grande sitting all the way up in the 200 section when I could got tickets at a lower price right next to the stage. If I would have waited an hour, my theory was off, right? But yeah, Ticketmaster, though, they release tickets that they hold, and they release whole rolls and shit like I told y'all with the Drake. Moving on. But yeah, they was packed to pack. All the way to top to the bottom, everybody, a lot of white people there. Of course, the LGBTQ plus IA community, they love Nicki, they love Beyonce, so they all there having a good time, word for word, bar for bar, everybody, black, white, and the women was going hard. Nicki is she the go to this shit when it come to this, man. When it come to this longevity and what she's doing and record sales and all that shit and her following when it comes to female rappers right now, I challenge you to tell me who had a run like hers. We know we love our legends. We love MC Lyte. We love Latifah. We love Salt and Pepper and all that. But this run right here, this is a sustained run where she's still dropping and still can do numbers and shit like that. Even her little beefs and shit she had. Like she said, even the Queen Bee said, I'm the queen now. So even Lil' Kim for so long, no, fuck Nicki, but they figured it out and now, yeah, she is. You know, she got songs with Foxy Brown. She got songs with people. They got their little beef with Cardi. Hopefully one day they fix that and then it can be what it's going to be. But her stage was legit. They had lights. They had the TV screens on the stage. Her graphics was amazing. She had a stage where you can walk. She walked out to the middle of the joint. Her dances was dope. Nicki don't really be bugging like that, but just her tone of her voice. She had a singer for some of that singing shit since she couldn't do that shit live like that all the time. Had a keyboard player, had a drummer. It was amazing. She had changed her outfits about a good 6-7 times, if I count it. The pyrotechnics was nice. Just everything about the concert was nice. And Nicki is a sweet woman, you can tell, except when punk bitches bother her, like, cause she gave it up, like, to just doing you and don't worry about it and it gets better and all that shit. And people need to hear. I know I needed to hear it. My baby needed to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just the positivity. And we know it's going to be rough, but you got tomorrow, all that shit. A lot of people there and just hearing messages and they're like, yeah, it's going to be tough. And it was really good. So I thank you, Nicki, for that. You don't know how much you helping people with that. So I salute that. And yeah, she did Mama for Life. That's my favorite Nicki song. Like, I love that song. Shit, I had made that into my ringtone when it came out, but it was nice. It was nice. Bella was kind of tired at that time, so she sat down for a while, but she got up towards the end for Moment of Life, and then that Give Me Body, or whatever the hell the name of that song, the one that's popping right now with her and Lil Uzi Vert. And that was it, though. Shout out to Nicki. One thing I will say about Nicki Minaj and Drake, seeing them both within the past year, shout out to Baby and Wayne and Slim, Cash Money, because being up under them, whatever conversation they had about performing in live shows, amazing. I'm going to give them credit over anybody else because that's who they were up under, Young Money, YMCMB. So you got to understand they had those talks, or they put them with the people that they need to have talks about stage presence, about your breath control, about your pyrotechnics, what you're going to do in your show to separate your show from another male or female counterpart that's coming behind you, that they can go to your show and say you were talking to them and that your show was one of the best ones they ever saw. They both did it, yo. They both did it. And they from the same count, man. So shout out to Baby, Slim, and Wayne for that shit, and whoever else they had, they helped them out. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, now we get into this Drake diss leak. Drop it, give me 50, right? So here's the thing with this. Rick Ross was buying right away, calling him white boy, and he's not fucking with him because he got a cease and desist sent to French Montana over reverse, and Drake got the nose job and stole Wayne's flow, and he has a ghostwriter, and he got 25% body fat and got sculpted fake abs and shit. Like, yo, here we go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at first people were like, is that a leak? Is that a leak? Is it AI when Drake leaked? No, nigga. So I was like, when it first happened, I'm like, okay, is this a leak? Drake, you got 24 hours to drop the whole song then. Because we can't say it's AI, ain't no speculation. And then we heard the song. They got the clean studio version of it, and Drake came at Kendrick over his contract details of TDE. Still said he has to give Top Dog 50% of this shit. That's why I said drop and give me 50. So last week on the Rory and Maul podcast, they said drop and give me 50. So they already knew the name of the song, right? And they said it so inconceivably low, right? You can find that on social media. Talking about you got to get Top Dog 50% of your shit. You wear a size 7, so how you a big stepper? Called his wife Whitney by her name. Told Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums. He just boom, boom, boom. All you motherfuckers want to come against me? First he put out the shit from the Uma Thurman from the Kill Bill shit, where she had the blade out there, the samurai sword, and she got the whole motherfucking army, the crew against her and shit. Uma Thurman on the thing, like, nigga, you want the suit? Here it is up in the thing. You want to wear the motherfucking, like, yo, like, salute. So he going at everybody. So now Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums. Metro hot right now, though. You can't even talk crazy, Metro. If this shit is all over women, though, man, you niggas can't be fighting in public over women, man. We go out to eat and be like, dog, I really like her, fam. Okay, fam, I'm going to stop messing with her. But these niggas so spiteful, it seems like I'm going to keep messing with her because I know you like her. I don't know how that don't sit well with me. That don't sit well with me. We always got niggas that like, I mean, if whatever you like her, that's what you like. But you know what she gonna do, right? But you don't want to tell your mans. You know what she gonna do, right? She doing it to you right now. You don't even know it. Told Ja Morant he knows why he mad and shit. Talking about the Sierra Canyon mom and all that. And Ja Morant was, listen, man, we talking about women. We mad at women. Told The Weeknd he looks out for his niggas like he do, bitches and shit, tricking on his niggas like. ASAP Rocky jumps in the fray, right? So he responds on, we still don't trust you, which we'll jump into that later as well. We still don't trust you, Metro Boomin Future shit. And he talking about, he talking about he hit his baby mamas first and your last album flop. How your last album flop when we went #1, ASAP? Come on, y'all. Come on now. You got to chill, ASAP. I get it. You finally want to jump in with some niggas, but I'm saying, why you ain't do that shit on your own? You could have been dropped a song. You been saying shit about Rihanna and you, nigga. Like, if that's... But now you want to jump in? That shit kind of corny to me with ASAP with the shit. Now, I don't get it. But you hit it first? You want some Ray J shit? I hit it first? Like... All right, because you know what Drake gonna say next, nigga. That ain't even your money. That's her money, nigga. She got you pregnant. Like, you know what Drake gonna say next. That's what I'm saying. I don't even... Here's the thing, though. Drake ain't say shit about Future. I wonder why. Maybe he ain't got no problem with Future. Maybe he's always been with Metro Boomin and all the others. Maybe he ain't got no problem with Future. Future had a problem with him with doing the shit with 21, but that's about it. Maybe they had a conversation. It is what it is. But remember, you can't control what other people do, say, or think, man. So it is what it is. So this nigga Drake. Now here's where I'm falling off to Drake. Hold up, Drake. He said Rick Ross is racist for calling him white boy. Now, Drake, are you tapping into your white side right now? Because you've been a nigga for a long time. So if you tapping into the white side, Drake, can't fuck with that, Drake. You can't do that. Drake, because a black person can't be racist. So a black person talking about another black person, first of all, that's not racial anyway. Drake, if you tap into your white side now, Drake, that's the wrong move to make, fam. You can't do that. You can do it, but you can't do it. A black person can't be racist because we are not the ones that's in the world thinking we are the superior race and everybody else is up under us. That is the white people, and more recently has been the Chinese people with how they move. Black people can't be racist. I can be prejudiced. I don't like light-skinned niggas that, ooh. You know what I mean? I don't like women with weave, whatever. You can be prejudiced, but black person can't be racist. So to call Rick Ross racist, family, that was the wrong move. So, Drake said, fuck with Cole thing. I got this shit and I ain't squashing shit. So I'm glad Cole got out the way because this shit didn't involve J. Cole in the first place. It didn't involve him. Remember, Drake refuted what J. Cole said on First Person Shooting when he said the big three in the final verse. So that's why Kendrick said what he said. Fuck the big three, is just me. He said, hey, let's get it, bro. He was in the street telling him, nigga, you talking all that shit, let's get it, bro. Drake name dropped SZA, Travis, and 21 is they can be in the top 3 over Kendrick. Like former Larry mate, Drake Massey. The High Whitney song, now that's an AI track, but people thought it was a second disc, and that song was dope, and it was disrespectful, talking about I'll buy you new furniture and all that shit. You can't talk that way about another man's wife. So thank God that was an AI track. So now we on to the point. At this time it was recorded. What time are we at, man? It's 2:50 on Tuesday afternoon. Hey, Kendrick is on you. Ross, you said your piece now. You got to move out the way as well. Because now Kendrick, if he going to come back, he going to come back. If he got to. So now he has to because he done called you out. We going to see what happened, y'all. Let me know in the comments. This is what niggas was talking about. All right. Quick ones, y'all, so we can get up out of here. The South Carolina-Iowa women's game drew 18 1.8 million viewers, and then over at one point in time, that national championship game was like 22 million. UConn Purdue man drew 14 million. Wow. And stop with the Caden Clark goat shit. Stop with the Caden Clark. Y'all know what it is. White America, middle America want a white woman to be called a basketball beating all these black girls. It is what it is. We paying our money to get paid off. We know what it is. She's amazing. But when we got to constantly do the race shit with this shit and it ain't us, it's crazy though. A lot of black women just want their recognition for what they do, and y'all just putting the white girl up there like we ain't doing shit. I get that, but sometimes you can't control what people do, say, or think. So sometimes we gotta get out of our shit. Just like with the Drake shit, if it's all over women, we gotta let that shit ride, man. We can't control the shit, man. Just don't participate in it, man. That should be what it's gonna be. Motherfuckers gonna talk regardless, all right? Coach Kyle looked good in his red with that Arkansas shit. He needed to change the scenery. Funny thing is, he has no scholarship players on the roster. I'll give him a week. Because I'm interested in what he's going to do, but he already got people that decommitted from Kentucky and going to Arkansas with him. Vanda Veer retires from Stanford. All-time NCAA leader in wins, 3 titles. Salute. Fans have to chill, yo, over there with this soccer shit because an angry spectator, y'all seen the video, he whipped the, how you say this, Al-Idiad striker. Oh, shit, here we go. Abdurazik Hamdallah. He put out a whip and whipped him, fam. You know what I mean? Folks had a whip and waka, like, yo, gotta chill. Beyonce, Cowboy CArter last week, #1 on the country charts. First black woman to top the country chart. We still don't trust you. Salute to Beyonce. We still don't trust you. Future, Metro Boomin. Sounds like when Future met Drake. Remember in 2017 when Future dropped the Future album, and like a week or two later dropped the Hendrix album? Hendrix was more R&B, and I love R&B Future as much as I love trap Future. I like how they tried to do the type of music that Drake makes, particularly with Metro on the production, and make it better. That's what they were. I can tell that was going in as what it was. But Metro cold. Like, he cold with that producer shit. So he done came up. Him and Hit Boy, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know. No chill Gil, right? I'll be watching the short sometime, right? Gil and Swaggy P said they don't have to be faithful because they have the money. They said, if we buy her an expensive purse, she got to be faithful to us. Because guess what? I can go get somebody else and buy her an expensive purse and buy her an expensive purse. You got to be faithful to me. I ain't got to be faithful to you. You like what I can provide? I'm like, man, that shit is way above my pay grade. Literally and figuratively, yo. The USATF, USA Track and Field, Olympic uniforms, and some people calling it sexist shit is crazy, right? Now, the women's uniform, is it the same as the men's? It's damn near Brazilian cut. You know what I'm saying? Brazilian cut. But women were complaining about their panty line and who gonna pay for their wax and shit. Like, yo, y'all crazy. So once they get to moving, y'all know women, I know women. That shit gonna get to slipping with the sweat, right? And it's already Brazilian cut, and you know what I mean? They go like this feet. You know what I'm saying? We know a sweat, like damn. But Nike said, yo, some women want to wear this type of cut. Y'all don't think we ain't ass motherfucker? So we give them briefs. You know what I mean? Or, you know, the briefs or the shorts as an option with it. If they don't want to wear the singlet, uniform, and one piece. Like Sha'Carri, she wear the one piece, but on that picture, she had the shorts on with it. All I know is the man can't wear the one piece thing. They don't walk around with the one piece. They wear the one piece singlet with the shorts with it. That was just one option that they had. Like a thing, Moose, she wears the one singlet piece. So there's, you know what I'm saying? We know the man can't wear it and some women can't wear it. There's nothing to see here. Move on, you know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, we up out of here. I ain't did this in a while, so let's do it. Life Accuses Teacher Coach Part 110. Let me tell you, this is the start of the motherfucking ending, man. I've been in this shit for too long. I've been in education for too long. I've been coaching too long. I've been dealing with other people's kids for too long. I need to go work with some adults. I need to figure out what I want to do with this last third of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying the last third. I said I want to live till like I'm 100, baby. So I got another half. You know, feel me? So, you know, with the coaches, I'm still in limbo. Talk with parents who I trust and they pissed because their daughters don't get to be celebrated and have they banquet and all that shit, and they ready to demonstrate since they violated, right? And they just don't understand how one parent can control everything for the team. They don't like that. They hope I can finish and that I want to finish given all the bullshit that's going on. So I don't understand it. I mean, motherfucker, they suspended my email because I asked the girls to write a statement, right? But now they want me to go and call them to get it back. Like, I didn't push the button to suspend my shit. Why y'all just don't turn my shit back on? But I was told because I got to do a new password and all that shit. Let me ask y'all a question. Y'all think I'm going to use that damn email knowing it cut off and fucked up my business and all that shit? That fucked up my business shit I was doing, man. You know what I'm saying? We had a workaround, but it's tacky. Because I don't know what the fuck is going on. How am an employee and don't know what's going on at the school? You do the math. As far as the main source of revenue stream, it's the blacks and the browns that Master's Plantation system, the slave catchers I like to hold them. I used to call them blood principals, now I call them slave catchers and shit, that hold the district back, the people in the administration and all that shit. Like, we have too many entitled students in this district, too many parents think their children are elite and shit and they not. And when you can get off calling, telling teachers shut their bitch ass up or calling white people hoe ass niggas and all that, and the discipline is situational, I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? But when you tell a teacher that if a kid can say shut your bitch ass up to him, right, and you're trying to help them, and then you get a letter of discipline stating that you use inappropriate language towards a child when you reference what they said to you. Y'all heard me, right? Shut your bitch ass up. Who you talking to? You need to shut your bitch ass up. What? No, I was trying to help you, so I got to shut my bitch ass up. Well, shut my bitch ass up. Matter of fact, get out of my gym. So because I said shut your bitch ass, you shut my bitch ass up, then I get in trouble. What happened to the child that said shut your bitch ass up? Because I guarantee if a child says shut your bitch ass up to the principal or AP, guess where they getting suspended? Suspended. Now, what if I would have been a whole ass nigga, right, and been like, yo, he said shut my bitch ass up before he slapped the shit out of me. Then it's my word against the child. Then what happened? That child got to go to central office suspension, 5-day suspension, right? See what I'm saying? But when y'all play with the teachers, now y'all got the teachers like, yo, we want to make sure this motherfucker get the message that he can't do that. Let alone the motherfucker ain't making motherfucker apologize and shit like that. So you don't know, but you get the letter that you unprofessional. You unprofessional because you repeated what the kid said to you. And the kid was disrespectful. The black and brown slave catchers in the district are a trip, man. That's the problem with MPS right now. And they got all that damn money for no reason, man, to do the same shit. I'm going to get a raise, though. That's about it. Discipline is situational in the district, man. That's why this shit ain't working, man. That's why they can't keep good people. That's why people don't want to work for that shit. All right, I'm out. Thank you for listening to this extended version. There's a lot going on, though. So I told y'all, hopefully you entertained those of you that stayed the whole time, part of the time, whatever. Check the timestamps. I appreciate y'all, man. I did it for y'all. Get your conference together. Get your clutch together. Keep the conversation going in the comments, man. Support your own. Listen to and follow the network on various platforms, conferenceintheclutch.podbean.com, and wherever you listen to your podcasts. Subscribe on YouTube. Click that bell for notification, new content when I drop. Search Conference in the Clutch. Follow, share, rate, and review. It's important. Follow us on X and Instagram at KITK. Visit us on Facebook at Conference in the Clutch. Now, I was going to go to a new podcast, Hope, for the reason that each of my podcasts can have their own feed. I like my own feed with my own artwork because sometimes, depending where y'all listen to that, y'all don't get the different artwork. Each show has its own artwork. Now, I changed some of the wording for everyone, especially my TV shows, but I don't do like Joe Budden and Rory and Maul do for every podcast, do a different picture. I don't do that, but that's easy to do if I did it, if I was talking about something particular, but it is what it is. Let me know in the comments what y'all think, because I was thinking about putting each one of his own feeds. So the Power Reverberation podcast, boom. The Shy Reverberation, boom. BMF Reverberation, boom. Pink Reverberation, boom. The when I was doing my interviews, Chosen Few, boom. And of course the Conference in the Clutch podcast with Donald Nelson, boom. So it'll be 6 different feeds and shit, and you just subscribe to whatever feed. But right now I got y'all on one. So it's only me though. I mean, so it's like shit, y'all know what it is with the shows. If that artwork show up, because different places are different, Spotify, Apple, and all that, if I get that artwork to show up, that'll help y'all a lot better. Otherwise, you got to go to podbean.com. But we'll see. We'll see. Y'all know the difference because I'll tell y'all the difference, man. Weekly, Donald Nelson, D-Nell, Dizzle, Deezy, Deezus, Deezos, Don P, Don D, Little D, Donrilla, Digger, host of Conference in the Clutch podcast with Donald Nelson, and Conference in the Clutch podcast about sports, entertainment, music, culture, religion, politics, and society. Have a safe, healthy night. If you listen to the daytime credit grade day on purpose, y'all. Love yours. You know what it is. We up out here, man. Be safe out here. Love yours, man. Peace. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3 and the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the